Hello, rebel scum. And welcome to a galaxy far, far away, which also happens to be made of tiny plastic-coloured bricks. Flippin' adorable, innit? Only downside is the amount of evil pillocks trying to rule it, from the Galactic Empire to the First Order. Never fear, this guide will help you master the skills of the Resistance to bring down these tyrants and be back in the cantina before happy hour. Trust me, you won't find this advice in your lightsaber manual. What do you mean batteries sold separately? Mom! First rule of Rebel School, know your allies from your enemies. Aiding the rebellion are loads of light side legends, from Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Jedi and proud owner of the best beard in the galaxy, to Princess Leia, whose royal visits include a blaster pistol to the face, to Chewbacca, everyone's favourite angry bipedal rug. In the naughty corner, we have some dark side nutters like Kylo Ren, an emo lad with daddy issues who spends way too much time at the gym. Put it away, mate. Count Dooku, who wishes his beard could live up to the hype of Obi-Wan's, and asthmatic supervillain extraordinaire, Darth Vader. Each character has different skills and belongs to a certain class, though class is not the word I'd use to describe creepy Darth Sidious stuffing his face with popcorn. Ugh. We have heroes, basically anyone who's repping the Rebel Alliance, whose skills involve bolstering armor and shields. And like most characters with arms, sorry R2-D2, they can also grapple objects from afar and build contraptions out of bricks to get around obstacles, like power switches, water cannons, and I don't know, a laser turret, yes please. Then there's Jedis. You know, them robed fellas who fight with giant glow sticks and use force powers. More on that later. Next we have protocol droids who can translate alien or droid languages. You might think this lad is having a malfunction, but pull over C3PO and he'll decode what on earth he's on about. Astromech droids like R2-D2 can hack into terminals to disable locks and such. What's more, both droid classes are totally ignored by idiot guards who have no idea these are the droids they're looking for. They'll underestimate you, so use that to your advantage. Take that, you imbeciles! Ha ha ha! That'll teach you to call my mate a Roomba, won't it? Other classes include scavengers like the Jawas, who tinker with tools and scrap. Scoundrels like Han Solo, who'll take on the galaxy's dodgy deals. Bounty hunters who hunt down the galaxy's most wanted. Dark side, the super angsty former Jedis who really need a timeout. And villains like the menacing stormtroopers. Well, unless you catch them off duty, that is. Whoops, sorry! I thought this was the toilet. Scarred for life! Oh, and there's one more class called Extra, full of quirky randoms and beasts. So if you want to rampage through the streets of Coruscant as a Rancor monster for the lols, you can. Be my guest, no judgment here. As our mate Chancellor Palpy would say, do it. Just like fear is the path to the dark side, Kyber bricks are the path to upgrading your skills and unlocking new ones. You'll find these beauties all over the galaxy, but you'll often need to complete quests, puzzles, or mini-challenges to nab them. Once you've got a few, whack open the holo projector and treat yourself to some tasty upgrades. Some are class-specific, like the Protocol Droid's turret tune-up, which makes the bolts fired from the terminal turrets bouncier. However, core upgrades apply to all characters. Take this speed boost, for example. Everyone should have the right to leg it like they've left the oven on. You'll also need studs, which you'll get from, to use the Latin, smashing everything you see. Give it a try, go on, it's dead therapeutic like. Allies, check. Skills, check. Next up is the life and soul of every good rebellion, weapons. There are two main types of weapon in the galaxy, ones that go and ones that go pew 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 pew. The first, of course, are blaster pistols, long-range hand cannons that fire bolts of plasma. Aim down the sights to target specific body parts, and by that I mean obviously aim for the head. You'll do a lot less damage if you shoot them in the foot, plus it's a double whammy. Shooting off their helmets will reveal their terrified, surprised faces, which is almost as delightful as shooting them in the face afterwards. Want to avoid getting a plasma facial yourself? Use cover during firefights to keep those bolts whizzing past your ears and not through your brain. And if your cover gets destroyed, no biggie, just rebuild it. Ah, the wonders of Lego. Next up, the mighty lightsaber. You can string together some glorious melee combos with this bad boy, twirling and lunging like you're at a very aggressive rave. You can also throw it at any losers who think they're safe standing further away, and even use them to slice through Lego walls like velvety butter. Some characters can also do a cool counterattack with a button prompt. Check out Ben Kenobi shamelessly doing a trick for his mates down the pub. And it goes without saying that if you end up in a lightsaber duel, button mash like your life, or at the very least your hand, depends on it. Oh, and if an enemy gets up in your face and you don't have a blaster pistol or a lightsaber, smack 'em. See that lovely combo meter on the right? Mashing different melee buttons will chain attacks together in succession to create a glorious symphony of thwacks, biffs, and aerial ground slams. And if your foe ain't bothered by one of your punches, switch it up and try a different sequence of attacks to break their guard. One combo meal coming right up, sir. When controlling a Jedi, look out for a lovely blue aura appearing around a thing. This means that that thing can be either manipulated or destroyed by the Force, depending on what kind of day you've had. Any Force-sensitive person can lift objects, droids, and puny idiots with their mind. My fave is taking the batteries out of a Force field just when these losers think they're safe. However, certain Force powers are restricted, like Christmas presents, to whether they've been naughty or nice. Holier-than-thou Jedis can use mind tricks to influence others and get out of parking tickets. Looking at you, Skywalker. Dark side baddies, on the other hand, can force choke geezers just for looking at them funny. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it. Your beard is the best. Whichever powers you have, please use the Force responsibly. Oh, get in there, son. Qui-Gon win. So, you've got mates, weapons, and even the Force in your corner. Now it's time to get moving. Traveling around on a planet's surface is pretty easy. You've got them things called feet, nifty speeders to cruise in, as well as mounts to ride like banthas and rontos. But when it comes to actual space, a bantha in an astronaut helmet is a daft idea. Trust me, I've tried. Once you're in a spacecraft, you can explore the whole galaxy, from the sandy dunes of Tatooine to the resistance base Agent Kloss. And thanks to your onboard guns and proton torpedoes, you can also obliterate them pesky TIE fighters, and even take down a whopping First Order dreadnought by destroying its cannons and slamming it with explosives. While you're up there, keep an eye out for Kyber brick comets. Destroying these babies will net you a whopping 5 Kyber bricks in one big bricky kaboom. And if you spot a cowardly Rodian on your travels, chances are he needs your help on a smuggling run. Defo worth doing for the rewards, but be warned, the second you start, you'll have TIE fighters on your bum quicker than you can say, "It's a trap!" That's all I can teach you for now, my rebellious chums. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is out already on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So what are you waiting for? May the Force be with you, right here on IGN.